Hey guys, what's up? It's Nikki. So, a long time ago I talked about getting a Himalayan salt lamp, which is this guy right here. And I've had a bunch of people ask me recently how I like it and if I've noticed any change because of it. So I wanted to talk about why I absolutely love this thing, just for my own sake, and then to tell you a little bit about, I read this one article about why Himalayan salt lamps are so good to have around you, and it really sold me on it. So I wanted to tell you those 10 reasons that the article talks about. But just for me personally, this thing is just badass looking, first of all. Okay, I got this off of Amazon. I think it was $25. There's a light bulb in the middle of it, so it's just a bunch of rocks in a bowl. But I love it. I am a person who loves the glow of the fireplace. It's just the way that feels. It's like a calming presence to me. So just having it here, I have it on all the time. So I have it right at my desk, where I work. I know some people like to have these in their bathrooms too. They're great bathroom night lights, and I've honestly thought about picking up a few more just for that reason. But I keep it by my desk, and I keep it on during the daytime and the nighttime. So it's not one of those things that you don't recognize it unless it's dark outside. I recognize this thing all the time. So much so that when the first light bulb in it burnt out, I completely freaked out because I didn't have backups, and I ordered a 10-pack. So I will never be without another light bulb again because I missed out on this for 3 days, and it bothered me every single day that it didn't have it on. I just felt more agitated. I don't know if that was in my head or not, but for sure this thing is always lit and always by me at my desk. So the article that I read, it's a little science-y, right? But not so much because I was just definitely never a science person. But these are the top 10 things that it tells you that it does, okay? So they cleanse and deodorize the air, okay? So the Himalayan salt lamp actually pulls in water molecules from the air. And in the water molecules, there's dirt and debris and stuff like that, all that gross stuff like pollen, allergens. Well, that stuff gets trapped inside the salt crystal, and then what it emits back out is actually negative ions, and negative ions are super good for us. So that was the first thing. So it cleansed and deodorized the air. I never had an air problem in here before, but so I don't really notice, but hey, if the science makes sense, so cool. Reduce allergy and asthma symptoms was the second one. So it's because the crystals pull in pet dander and mold and mildew and all that other crap, and they trap it inside the salts, so it can't come back. So it sends really positive air back out into you. Okay, eases coughing was another one. I thought that was really interesting. It says our homes are really filled with positively charged ions, which are really energy drainers for us, right? So this and it's because those positive ions have such a detrimental effect on our health, right? So we breathe it in, and then that cilia, the microscopic hairs in your trachea, gets sluggish, right? And that's why people cough. They're trying to get the allergens back out. So this is gonna soak them up. So if it's around you and where you're breathing, it's a good thing to have, so because it's removing the contaminants from the air. An increase in energy level was number 4, right? Because it's omitting negative ions all the time, and it says we crave and we like to do things like going out and hiking and driving down a highway or go camping or something, and that is those are activities that bring about a lot of negative ions. So you're just kind of swapping, right? And don't you always feel alive or invigorated, ever drive down the 101 with the top down and you feel really alive, right? It's because you're getting all the negative ions. So this is the way to get them into you all the time. 5, they neutralize electromagnetic radiation. Okay, so having this right next to my computer is really why I have it there, because it's gonna emit things all the time, our cell phones, our computers, they all emit it. The salt lamps neutralize them, so that's good to have. Better sleep. Okay? Hey, right? So positively charged, like chemicals or ions, they reduce the blood supply, and that is like, so that gives you, all right, so when you have like less blood supply and oxygen going to your brain, your sleep patterns become irregular, okay? These help, right, because they're negative ion generators, so they're going to reverse the problem of you always being around positively charged chemicals, so, or ions. So this is why people like to have them in their rooms or put them on at night whenever they like to sleep. Okay, next was improved mood and concentration, right? Just the glow of it, they just talk about like the glow of it, the negative ions again, that it's just like a calming presence. And like this one, like, I don't have to talk science, I can totally attest to that. Like that is freaking true. It is just like, it's like, look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. And like, I don't know, it just reminds me of like the fireplace at like the ski chalet or something. I don't know, I just love it, it's good. They say number 8, it can treat seasonal affective disorder because the glow of the salt lamp is close enough to the glow of the sun. So if you tend to get sad during the winter months when there's not as much sunlight, you can substitute this in. If you're someone who doesn't like get out in the sun a lot, you work indoors, maybe you don't have windows, they say this can help you by having it around. 9, reduces static in the air, because hey, who wants static cling, right? And 10, because we're going to be all environmental, it's an environmentally friendly light source, okay? Because it doesn't take that much for them to run. So I love it. That's all like crazy sciencey, and I can like drop the link below for this article. It was from like naturallivingideas.com. And when I read about all of those things, I was like, okay, I definitely have to get one of these. But for me personally, I just like the calming presence of it. I like having it around for $25. Like, yeah, that was definitely worth it. Like, you can get them I like whole different like price ranges. Like some of them come in like just like one singular crystal. This one obviously is like a basket. So there's just like a lot of different options, and again, I just picked up mine off of Amazon, and it's fantastic. It hasn't done anything crazy. I wouldn't have picked a different one for any other reason. I love it. It's on my desk here where I work every single day, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I don't feel, anyway, I got asked this before too, like, do you feel heat come off it? Like, no. I feel that the crystals are warm right now if I like touch them, but they're just kind of like warm to the touch, so I don't worry about like if it's been on all day. I don't worry about like the kids coming in and touching them and like getting burnt. It definitely wouldn't do anything to them if they were just touching the outside rocks. So I absolutely love it. So if it's something that you've been on the fence about, I would definitely like say like, yeah, it's a cool thing. Or if you know someone who just like needs a little bit more relaxation in their life, I think this is like a cool present. I just kind of thought about like this would probably be like a really fun like if you ever do like a work like Secret Santa or something like that, like to bring one of these in, I think it would be a pretty cool swap. Or definitely like one of those games where you like steal the present. I think everyone would be trying to steal the Himalayan salt lamp because it definitely is. It just gives out good vibes, right? So I like to have good vibes around me wherever I am. So I absolutely love it, and there's some crazy science behind it, which hopefully I read it all right to you guys. But I'll drop the link for the article below so you all can go and read through it. And hopefully that gives you some more information about it. Okay, but just wanted to let you know this is definitely one of the things that I love and will always have in my office. And I'm probably going to pick up another one for the kids' bathroom for nightlight because they rock. Okay, that's all. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.